Get ready to discover answers in the Bible with Bayless Conley.
The Apostle Paul wrote to the church at Ephesus, which, by the way, was the most diverse church in the New Testament. He wrote to them in Ephesians chapter 4, and you can look at it. They'll throw it up on the screens as well. Ephesians 4, I want to just look at the first couple of verses. Ephesians 4, beginning in verse number 1. He says, I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, I beseech you to walk worthy of the calling with which we're called. Look at verse 2. With all lowliness and gentleness, with long suffering, bearing with one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Notice that phrase in verse 2, bearing with one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. That phrase, bearing with one another, in the original language literally means this: to be patient with someone that has different opinions and actions of those of your own. And guess what? There's actually an action piece associated with it in the Greek. You know what that action piece is? Listening. Not debating, not trying to convince someone to get onto your side and to think and to view the world the way you do. It's to listen, to be slow to speak and quick to hear. It's understanding that no one person has a full and complete perspective on life or on social issues. It's the idea that since you don't have the full perspective and I don't have the full perspective, let's bear with each other. Let's be patient with each other. In the meantime, let's assume the best with each other. And when our worldviews come into conflict, let's seek understanding. Let's go to the scriptures together. Let's pray together. And let's grow in our understanding of Christ together. Now, that's not always easy to do. It takes maturity. And in that process, I think it's important for us to understand that love does not always have to end in agreement. The moment we equate agreement to love, we're in a bad place. Like, I've got a brother-in-law, and he and I see the world very differently. But you know what? I love him. I don't agree with all the things he agrees with, but I would drop anything I was doing to help him in a moment's time because I love him. Agreement and love don't always mean the same thing. So in this process, we have to understand that love doesn't always end in agreement. So you know what we do? We control what we can control. We guard our heart, we assume the best about the other person, and we endeavor to walk in love because that's what it means to journey together with other people.